Greetings, everyone. The Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Leon Stryper, yesterday presented his department's budget vote to Parliament. That was 15th July 2024. One of the key issues that the minister spoke about was the clearing of the backlog. We have been discussing previously that people have been waiting for long for the outcome of their applications. The minister says it is one of his priorities. You also remember that in one of the videos that we produced was the discussion around the extension of the waivers for those that have been waiting for their waivers. And we did say that the waivers we're talking about are outside the bracket of the Zimbabwe exemption permits. The details are in the video that we produced. So the minister then did also say that he will put in place or reinstate the Immigration Advisory Board so as to speed up these processes. The minister is quoted here as saying, I quote, "However, in order for us to be effective in unlocking scarce skills and growing tourism to create jobs, Home Affairs must urgently clear the backlog in the processing of permits. The department has set up a dedicated team to reduce the backlog." Close quote. He then I spoke of the key person that will be leading the clearing of the backlog. Has put together a team that will clear up the backlog. He says, I continue, "I'm pleased to report that we are starting to see progress. Our dedicated team has already reduced the backlog by processing 92,886 applications out of a total of 306,042. This reduction of 30%, but we must do more because clearing this backlog is the only way to avoid another extension of the concession on visas, waivers, appeals that has already been granted 3 times. So in the last video, we did discuss this extension of the concession on visas, the waivers, and the appeals. Then he continues, he says, under legislative program, he says, Home Affairs is further implementing all the legislative reforms that have been ordered by the courts. We are committed to reducing the cost of litigation and demonstrating to the courts that we respect them and the rule of law. We have not really in this channel discussed in detail in terms of how much the department has spent as legal fees. And in the 6th administration, the department did spend quite some substantial amount of money in litigation or in the courts. We did not discuss that, but the minister says they want to reduce that. He says we need to do more to demonstrate that we are serious about rebuilding trust. He was speaking of people that lost their citizenship, and the invalid says, let me just read this. Home Affairs is further implementing all the legislative reforms that have been ordered by the courts. We are committed to reducing the cost of litigation and demonstrating to the courts that we respect them and the rule of law. Following the developments around the Supreme Court of Appeals ruling that South Africans who lost their citizenship under the invalid Section 6(1)(a) of the Citizenship Act must have their Citizenship Act reinstated, Home Affairs will comply with the order. Then he says that the department will reinstate the advisory board, as we have already said, and it is this advisory board that is also going to assist in the resolution of the Zimbabwe exemption payments. Let me read the line here. where he speaks to that, where Para says, however, we need to do more to demonstrate that we are serious about rebuilding trust. Therefore, I'm happy to announce that today, in terms of Section 4, Bracket 2 of the Immigration Act of 2002, Home Affairs will reactivate the Immigration Advisory Board as a matter of urgency. This board provides a powerful platform for key stakeholders to engage with the department on an ongoing basis about problems affecting the sector. Importantly, the advisory board can provide the minister with evidence-based advice on tackling critical matters, such as the court-ordered process of consultation on the future of the Zimbabwe exemption permit. So the minister will be getting advice from this board. We will continue in the next videos to discuss other issues that we think are of importance, particularly issues around the refugees, issues around asylum seekers, on how the department going forward under the 7th administration seeks to resolve those issues. We know also that there are serious backlogs there for those that are applying for refugee status and so forth. So please write in the comment section, like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're on TikTok, please do follow us. Otherwise, goodbye.